Hey guys, this is just going to be a layout update. I haven't done one in a while, and I think it's about time I do one. So let's start out with the yard here. Right here, you'll see that there's some little bubbles in the pavement, the yard here. So there's that. And right there. I forgot those when I went through, but other than that, I think I covered up all the little bubbles with the spackleing putty, and then I sanded it down real smooth. Actually, I don't know that I sanded it down real smooth. I just sanded it down a little bit. So if it was too smooth, it wouldn't look like used asphalt. But I have that painted now, and I think it looks pretty good. And I did the same on the concrete here. Took all the bubbles out, and then put the spackling putty on, and then painted it. And here I have my Denver Rio Grande SD40T-2. The reason it's here is because it's being really squeaky, and I don't know how. Well, I know how, but it's just being really stubborn to get the coupler pockets out, and I don't know exactly where to oil it. So that's that. And I'm not going to keep it black like this. This was just so I can see the color difference where I need to put the putty, because when it's over there, it's kind of hard to tell where you need to put the spackling putty, because I want to smooth this out as well. So that's why it's a darker black right now, but eventually this whole thing back here will be this shade of black, the asphalt color. So you saw in my other videos that I finished up this, and now I'm working on bringing that type of scenery over this way. So I've got that going through there. I've also cleaned up the ballast a little bit. It was starting to get a little dirty and messy. So I cleaned that up. And I'm starting to redo the scenery on the edge of these mountains here, because before they were painted, well, actually they didn't even look that good at all. But now they're kind of coming together a bit more. So let me know what you think of that. And eventually I'll get rid of all this yellow in here, because I like the green better. So I got the co-op truck here, and back over here I was adding, well, I haven't really glued anything down yet, it's all still loose until I'm happy with it, but I'm putting clump foliage and underbrush down, and I want to know what you guys think. Does that look good? I'll back up here a little bit. Would that look good if I glued down a bunch of underbrush there, or do you think it looks better just like that? So let me know what you think about that. I've got some trains running here. There's the Genesis SD70 ACE. Still haven't programmed it to any address yet. And I'm impressed. Even though it has sound compared to my other Genesis locomotive, it runs faster on like power level 2 than does the Genesis SD60M, which I'll get to in a minute here. First I'll get 509 going as well. 509 is the one up there, the Proto 2000 GP38-2, which I think has a broken gear in it somewhere because it squeaks a lot. And here I'll get 838. And 9290. Oh, and 969. So over here, I also glued down the scenic cement, that new scenery technique that I was using. I think it looks pretty good. And there I did something like that as well. I don't know, it looks good in there. I got wheel sets in that car and random screws. So this is the ballast over here. It's coming along. Except for right there, it kind of came up. I don't know why, but I'll deal with that. Now my athearn Genesis SD60M, I weathered it a little bit. Didn't want to go crazy with rust, I just gave it a bit of a dusty look. So let me know what y'all think of that. I don't know that I'm gonna weather the War Bonnet -8 because I don't know. That's a pretty neat engine. I don't really feel like making it look messy, you know. War Bonnets, they look nice when they're all shiny. So that's that. And I haven't really done anything up here lately. This has just been my storage space. But I got this layout all cleaned off so I can work on it. Eventually, well, not eventually, sometime soon I'll be getting the plaster cloth, and if you look at my other videos, I'll do the exact same thing I did to this side, on this side with the plaster cloth and going down, although it'll probably be a little bit steeper and a lot more foliage because it's going into this whole tree kind of environment, so I'll have a lot more foliage on it. And then down here there'll be a lake, which it's brown right now because of the dirt, so that if when I make the lake, if some of the paint, you know, doesn't turn out real well, there'll be brown under it to look like the dirt or the mud in the bottom, so that'll be good. And oh, over here, it's not a big deal, but before this was just kind of painted like that, but now I added some turf on the top. That looks pretty good, I think. Right here I still need to do some ballast. I don't know, I'll either put some medium or continue with the fine. I don't really know, we'll see. That's medium and that there is fine. So we'll see what happens. But I guess that's it. So thanks for watching and look for more videos in the future.